Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy WattsTV, man, and today we are back again with yet another topic video. Today we are talking about the AMAs and Chris Brown. But before we actually get into the video, please do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. It really helps me out with the channel, and it lets me know that you are rocking with the content. And also follow me on my social media while you're at it. Follow me on my Twitter and my Instagram at WattsTV94. That is at WattsTV94. Now, Chris Brown. Okay, I feel like I have to preface this entire video. I have to do this a lot, man, because this is not common sense. Because you can talk about speak on a topic like this, and people are just gonna assume that you are in support of specific things. Okay, so let me just say this before we even get started. In no way, shape, or form am I okay with domestic abuse, no matter what side it's on. Whether it's the woman, whether it's the man, whether it's whatever pronoun that you want to take, okay? I don't care. It's all wrong. I do not support it. I denounce it. You heard it, right? Now, do not come in my comments calling me an abuser or saying other salacious BS, all right? You just heard what I said, and that is genuine. That's truly how I feel. Now, with that being said, let's get into the video. All right, so let's talk about the AMAs. Now, if you guys have been living under a rock, apparently Chris Brown was scheduled to do a performance, a tribute actually, to Michael Jackson, to his album Thriller. I think this is the 40th anniversary of the album Thriller. It's an amazing fucking album. The best album of all time. No one is ever going to outsell it. I don't even care what you Taylor Swift fans think. She is never going to get close to Michael Jackson or Thriller with her airy voice, okay? So, hush. But anyway, he was set to do a 40-year Thriller tribute, and it was going to be this big production. He was going to have Sierra be a part of it. He was rehearsing. He had his backup dancers. And then at the last second, the AMAs decided to pull the plug on the entire performance. Now, when I first heard that this man was doing a Thriller tribute, one of my favorite albums of all time, and my favorite Michael Jackson album of all time, and it's Chris Brown. He's the closest thing to Mike that we have. He's the closest. He has a voice, and he's arguably one of the best dancers on this planet, okay? He's the closest thing that we have to Michael. I was actually excited to see this. So at the last minute, they pulled the plug, and I was confused when I saw reports of this. So I went to Chris Brown's Instagram page, and he didn't even know why they pulled the plug. They just told him, we're cutting it. That's it. You know how insane and frustrating that shit has to be? For you to have planned, rehearsed for hours, and then for them just to tell you, nah, we're just gonna cut it. Let me tell you why they cut it. So apparently, ABC's executives didn't like the prospect of a convicted domestic abuser feting an alleged child molester on a Disney network. First of all, I didn't even know this was Disney's thing. God damn it, Disney owns the world. Also, it's really rich coming from Disney, considering their cartoons were rooted in racism long ago. I mean, I can judge you the same way that you're judging Chris right now. Oh, but that was years ago. That was 50 years ago. Blah blah blah. Okay, this was 13 years ago. People can give you a second chance. Why can't you give Chris Brown a second? Look, we're gonna get into that in a second. But I just find this really funny that they said the prospect of a convicted domestic abuser feting an alleged child molester on a Disney network. It's crazy to me because what they're referring to, Chris Brown has only been convicted of one domestic crime, right? As far as I know. I looked it up. I checked. The only domestic abuse situation that he's even been a part of was the Rihanna situation. That is what they're referring to. You knew this before you booked this man. You knew this. Now, guys, for those of you who don't even like Chris Brown and you disagree with everything that I'm saying that I'm about to say, you can at least agree with this. They knew his situation. This was 13. It was in 2009. This was roughly like 13 years prior. You knew this already. So why would you waste his time and book him and then make this decision? It doesn't make any sense. And also, the comment about Michael Jackson, look, you can think whatever you want about Michael Jackson, okay? Michael Jackson was never convicted, never proven to being a child. He wasn't convicted of it. Now, guys, I know how you may feel about Michael Jackson, and that's fine. But to be honest with you, the way that my mind works, it works off of logic alone, right? If you weren't convicted of anything, I have no proof that you did it. So why am I going to assume that you did it when I wasn't there? I don't know you. I don't know any people around you. I don't have anybody close to me that can speak to a Michael Jackson experience and being around you as a child. So why would I just automatically assume that you're a child? We don't go off of hearsay, okay? Hearsay means nothing to us. Alleged crap doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Now, of course, we can write a story about it, but it's not facts. That is not facts. You can't label somebody like that as a child or an abuser unless they actually did it. Now, I can say Chris Brown, yeah, he did that. He did it. Yeah, that's fine. But it was also 13 years ago. Let's get into that. I feel like you guys are holding Chris Brown to this one incident, and you are forever going to hold him to this one incident for the rest of his life. No matter what happens, no matter what other like allegation or incident that comes up, you are just going to continue to label him as an abuser. And keep in mind, Chris Brown has gotten into like situations well after this, but all of this was just like what? Scuffles with other dudes or something, and then allegations, 1000% allegations. He hasn't been convicted of anything else besides that one situation, and he paid for that one incident with Rihanna. He paid for it, man. He did his time. He had 5 years of probation, I believe. His career took a big hit because of it. If that didn't happen, Chris Brown would be on Michael Jackson's level right now. Let's be completely honest. If he was perfect and pristine, oh man, for sure, he would be on. He's the closest thing that we got to Mike. He would most definitely be on Michael Jackson's level right now. So, yeah, this man paid his due, and he apologized so many times, and I know he's fucking sick about it. He's so sick of talking about it because people just want to hold him to this one incident, this one mistake. And I'm not going to do that. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. When as a kid, like Chris Brown, I loved Chris Brown. Loved his music. When I heard that happen, man, it sucked because I was like, damn, I looked up to this dude. I listened to his music all the time. He beat Rihanna, man, blah, blah, blah. That it fucking sucks, okay? But I forgave him after, I don't know. After a certain amount of time, I forgave him because he did his time, like he did his probation. He did everything he was supposed to do. He apologized. Rihanna forgave him, which also Rihanna also had a part. She had a part to play in the domestic violence as well. I believe she was beating him with a stiletto in his Lamborghini, which is why they crashed. They were fighting each other, so she also had a part to play in it. Now, I'm not victim blaming or anything like that. I'm just giving you the facts because she stated this as well. All right, it wasn't just him; it was also her. So why are we still holding on to this, especially when White actors and actresses and musicians commit similar crimes, but we don't even hear about it. And you guys don't even hold them to the same standard. Like you either think it's funny, or you don't care, or you just gloss over it in general. When you guys do not hold, I notice that a lot. If it's a black actor, black musician, black athlete, you guys hold them to such a different standard, and it's crazy to me. I don't know why. This shit happened. This happened years ago. Let it go. I know what you guys are thinking. Well, what white actresses and white actors? Let's pull them up. Because for me personally, I don't like to just say things. I like to pull up evidence, okay? Now, I looked up both of these stories. I'm just going to give you 2 examples because I'm not trying to have this video be extremely long, okay? This is a list of like 80 celebrities. Now, I Googled each person and I looked at each situation just to make sure that they were factual, all right? So first one we are going to use is Emma Roberts. Now, if you've seen a TV show or a movie, you've seen her somewhere. I've seen her a lot of different places, but I can't tell you from where. It damn sure wasn't American Horror Story, but apparently that's what she's known for. She's been in a lot of other crap, but I just can't tell you what. So Emma Roberts was arrested for domestic violence for beating up her boyfriend Evan Peters in Canada. The couple both starred on American Horror Story Coven. You heard that right? She beat up her boyfriend. That is domestic abuse. I heard nothing of this. Bruh, I didn't even know this happened until I read this. So what do you have to say about that? Why aren't people holding her to the same standard? You know? Why? That's not enough. Let's go to another one. Charlie Sheen. In 2009. 2009 was a prime year for domestic abuse, huh? In 2009, 2.5 Men star Charlie Sheen was arrested on domestic violence charges after reporting trying to choke his wife, Brooke Mueller. Sheen also pleaded no contest to a 1996 charge that he attacked his girlfriend at his home. Jesus, so this happened twice. Y'all gave him another chance. You gave him 2 chances, not 1, but 2. And he did the shit again. And Charlie Sheen is working today. He's working. I think he's a part of a drama or something. I Googled it. Look, I Googled it. Currently, Charlie Sheen is making his comeback to television with a dramedy called Ramble On from the Entourage producers. He's working. Chris Brown did it once. Charlie Sheen did this shit twice. Why was this glossed over? I feel like Charlie Sheen, the worst thing that happened to him, he was just the butt of everybody's joke. That's it. People made very light of it and did not treat it as harshly as Chris Brown's situation. Why? I think you know the answer to why, but still, I just wanted to pose that question as to why. Guys, we need to let it go, okay? This man has already, he paid for all this shit already. Let it go. Now, a lot of you might be pissed at me. I'm not sure. But either way, I would really love to have a healthy conversation in the comments. So please, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you agree with anything that I said? Do you disagree with anything that I said or everything that I said? Please do me a favor. Let me know. I'm not here to argue with you or yell at you. I'm just going to be here to tell you my views and my thoughts and how I view things from like a more logical lens. Like, this is just how I think, okay? I look at the world as not as black and white, but with a lot of different gray areas. Like, would you guys want to be forgiven? Think about the worst thing that you've ever done in your life. And think about it if you were in the public eye like Chris Brown. Would you eventually want people to give you some sort of grace and to forgive you? Just ask yourself that. Peace.